It's your boy Fist in his house, bringing another great edition of Call of Duty for me to you, because that's what I do. Ground War Domination, 9v9, Convoy, Black Ops, and I'm using the M16 with a silencer. And I just got used to it in Modern Warfare 3, and I started liking it, and I was like, you know what? After running the stream today, well, I usually run DayZ stream, but I never run Call of Duty streams because it always lags and it just makes me look like shit. And I'm like, I don't know how people do it. Like, I don't know how they must have like really good ass connections. I mean, I don't have a bad connection. I'm like maybe like 27 and 7, 26 and 7, 20, somewhere close to that. And I'm thinking, man, I must need like a 30 and 30 or something. I don't know. But I'm running the Hop Hog with X-Split, and the sound was kind of lagging behind. Listen, I don't do it all the time, and if I did, then I'd probably invest more time into it. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's mostly entertainment, just hanging out with you guys, so that's what it's really about. I would love to upgrade that stuff, but, you know, you know how it is, like in Canada and the United States. There's a monopoly on that stuff. It's really hard, you know, when they're making money off of you, off of the crappy stuff, to like upgrade it and still make the same amount of money. You know, I mean, if it's cable and they're making 170 bucks off you, why would they give you optics when it would cost them tons of more money and they're still only going to be making the same price? So I mean, it's just a political monopoly situation out there for great internet speed. You're just into stream is like, I don't know, it's like a pain in the ass. So I try to balance it out because you want to have a good game and you want to show off for everybody, but it's hard to do. So that's why, you know, only the streams I could do is from the PC. So I was streaming last night all day in the morning, and you know, and I was playing all the different types of Call of Duties with the Scuff controller, and I started thinking about two things. One, I started thinking about Treyarch. I started thinking about, like, when did this like whole thing turn around and everybody was like, oh, Treyarch is the best Call of Duty maker out there? You know, I just don't understand how people can think that, you know, they're better at making a game that they never ever created a new engine for, and all they're doing is taking someone's work, and, you know, I guess if you improve it by 1 degree and make it better, it's yours. You know what I mean? I mean that's the same thing with YouTube. If you can take someone's idea and do it better, then it's yours. You know. So I was thinking about it. I was like, Infinity Ward is tasked with making the new engine for the new Xbox for Call of Duty. And it's like, what is Treyarch gonna do? I mean, I just don't understand it. They never. You know, I don't have no ill feelings toward them. I'm just trying to figure out, like, okay, what have they really done that everybody's so hype about? You know, they just took I mean, all they have is a permission to make Call of Duty as they see fit for Activision. I mean, that would be like giving us guys out here and some other team, you know, and say, hey, listen, we want to hire you, and we like your ideas, go with it. I mean, I would do things a lot different than they would. I mean, I don't know how you get a team of people to get into that franchise, but I think it's a great idea. I think that, you know, they should bring in another studio and, you know, take a different direction with it. It's always good to have, like, you know, when you got a great product like this, is to have, you know, to get good companies behind it with great ideas and try different things. You know, I would totally love to see spin-offs from Call of Duty. You know, I'd like to see. I would like to see, like, maybe urban combat. I want to see some other shit with the same philosophy and principles behind the game for a different setting. You know, I mean, I just, you know, first-person shooters, you know, obviously the next generation of 12 and 13-year-olds that never played it are going to be like, oh my god, it's the best thing since ice cream. Well, I don't know. You know, I mean, I can understand that. You know, I can understand that. Like, you know, 4 years is a generation on YouTube. You know, you figure high school to like getting out of high school, and then people moving on. You figure 4 years is a generation of Call of Duty. So they've been out for what, 10 years? That's 2 generations. So you figure somebody who started out at, you know, 10 or 12 is like, I mean, you could be literally played Call of Duty since you were 10, and you would be 20. So I mean, that's a long time to be playing. So, you know, whether some people are sick of it or not, I mean, that's, you know, doesn't really matter because there's 500,000 people playing the game. And that leads me into my next segue. You know, I listened to these commentaries. It was funny. I made the commentary about true skill ranking, and then all the other ones pop up. And I'm listening to some of these, and they're trying to downplay it and be like, oh, it's, you know, I don't see how, what's it gonna prove, and blah blah blah. And it's like, you know, and then some people are like, oh, it's gonna change YouTube, and people are gonna be watching true skill ranking ranked matches. And I'm saying to myself, here's what I think. One, I mean, here's 3 things that I think about. 3 things that really disturbed me, you know, in relationship to some of the comments and some of these videos. I don't know if I have enough time to cover it, but I'll try to. Anyways, so somebody had said that, you know, that these other YouTube commentators are going to get exposed, and then they're going to fall to the wayside, which I don't believe. You know, because you know, Call of Duty's in the community. You know, a lot of people just watch people because they like them, and I think what's going to happen is there'll be a select few people. You know, there's like 2 or 3 people that'll come up in the ranked gameplays that people will like to watch. The same thing that happened with Moabs last time. So you'll see a new niche of people coming up with using that technique. Then, you know, then the people who are saying that true skill ranking, it doesn't really matter and it's not really going to have an effect on it. You know, to me, or downplaying it and saying that Call of Duty is no longer on the top of gaming for YouTube. You know, those are the people that clogged up the pipeline, bottled up the growth for new commentators to come up and make it fresh. You know, it's really hard when you got Jay-Z and P. Diddy and 50 Cent, you know, that are constantly pushing for airplay and no new people can come up, and then you'll wonder why rap, nobody likes it anymore. You know, it's the same thing with Call of Duty. You got a select few people in there that just don't want to help anybody or bring anybody up because they just want to hog everything for themselves, and then they wonder why rap's dying. You know, the very thing that they came up on, Call of Duty. So, I mean, I like listening to some of these people, and I wonder, I mean, do they have 2 cents in their brain? They act like they're so high and mighty and smart, but to realistically speaking, they're dumb as fuck. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Until next time, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Maybe I'll just be playing Black Ops until Black Ops 2 comes out. Peace. It's your boy Fist. I'm out.
It's your boy Vaughn on behalf of Fisticuffs. Peace.
Whoa, and a shout out.